Let me introduce you to Achille, who wrote into the Financial Post. He wants to retire at age 43, and this is the quick sort of bucket summary of his situation. He currently has about $90,000 in RRSPs. He's got $20,000 in a cash account. So this is the money he's got in his bucket. Everybody has a bucket. Sitting above his bucket, he's got a house with a mortgage. Someday, he may downsize or sell it. Some of that money is going to drip into his bucket. He's got a defined contribution plan of $60,000. At 55, he can start to draw money from that. He's got a triplex, a rental condo, and another condo, all dripping money into his bucket. Things are good. Money in his bucket's going up. Now, right now, he's got a salary, but he wants to stop that at the end of this year, 2021. And at some point in the future, probably 65, he's going to get rid of reduced CPP, old AS. That's going to fill up his bucket. Everything's going up. Things look good. However, he's got a current lifestyle, which he's about to end, and he's going to transition to this next tap, his retirement tap, where he's wants to travel more, ski more, and cycling, right? He wants to retire because time is moving fast. You know, when you take a vacation, the first half goes slow, the second half goes really quick. He's just starting to enter the second half of his vacation. And he wants to have a good time here because there is an end point, sadly. That's the situation. Let's see if he can retire at age 43. Now I'm going to try a few different strategies to see what might work for Achille. So one of the things we're going to look at is claiming the capital cost allowance on his rental properties. So original purchase price was $400,000. And of course, we can deduct 4% of the building each year if he likes. And if he does that, what we can see when looking at his triplex, look at the capital cost allowance, that's an extra $10,000 that he can deduct from the income from the triplex, which reduces his rental income from $42,000 to $32,000 a year. So that's one of the concepts. The other concept we're going to look at is the cash dam. And with the cash dam, what I've assumed is that he's got rental expenses of about $30,000 a year. So rather than using the income from the rental properties to pay those expenses, he's going to take that income, pay down his mortgage by about the $30,000 indexed, and then he's going to come in here and he's going to set up a line of credit, and he's going to borrow from that line of credit to pay the $30,000 expenses in rental. And of course, we can see that that's going to be tax deductible. And if we compare side by side, where we have the cash dam here and no cash dam, we can see this is the amount of tax paid, a little bit of tax savings by employing the cash dam. Okay, so those are the strategies we're going to look at. So let's just walk through a few other ones and see how this works. Now first, this is Achille's net worth, about 1.6. We can see it increasing, about $9 million over time. If I look at his cash flow, we can see he's short in these years. Up here, age 67, he's starting to get surplus income, and then 75, even more when the mortgages are all paid off. Ideally, what we want to do is take some of this income and bring it here into today, so he has more money to spend. And if I look at his investments and rental properties, we can see this is the amount he would have to borrow if he doesn't sell anything from this blue. So let's take a look and see what solutions he may have. And I'm going to primarily focus on this net income graph. Okay, so to start, we're just going to draw from the RSPs. By the way, this is the base plan over here, and retiring with $48,000 a year, indexed to inflation at 2%. Over here, we're drawing from the RSP, and we can see just a quick glance at the graph. These years, yep, he's got enough money, but we come in here, about age 46, he's shy of money, doesn't have enough, so that's not working. So what if we come in here and we claim the capital cost allowance? And we do that, we can see, not a whole lot of difference. If I look at the numbers here, we can see, maybe about a $7,000 gain, but still short by claiming the capital cost allowance. If we come in and apply the cash dam, we can see, we're still short here, but it's interesting. We're not quite as short as much in these years. It's 13, 12,000. Over here we're short, 27. So the cash dam is sort of working, but it's only working because we converted the mortgage to a line of credit, and he's only making interest-only payments. If we come in and combine all three, so claiming the capital cost allowance, cash dam, and draw from the RSPs, you know what? Things are, if we just sort of zoom in a little bit, things are actually, we're not quite there, but it's not as bad, okay? We look at the numbers, we can see, this is the amount he's short of his goal, quite a bit less than over here. Let's just sort of scroll down a bit and we can see, so it's not looking too bad. but it's still not there. And there's still a lot of income out here that he could use, and we want to try to get into these years. So because using the line of credit seemed to be not too bad a solution, what would happen if he actually just came in and sold his house and say he rented a unit for $20,000 a year? If we did that, you know what we can see? I mean, this is the sale proceeds of his house. We can see here actually everything's working. So that's a solution that may work. Sell the house and find a rental. If we come in here and look at the net worth comparison, we can see, net worth, final net worth is going to be about just shy of $8 million. Over here, we're down to about $5 million, which I think is okay for a single person. So anyway, I think there is a solution in there. As Achille decides to go back to work, he may want to employ the cash flow dam and claim in the CCA, but he don't want to work with an accountant.